once you can master your vices and you can overcome your 7 deadly sins, right? Then that's when you could raise your sacred secretion, black and gold, into Big Mama house, the upper queen's chamber, the queen mother seat. And the queen mother is the mother to the king. It's all about the awakening, but it's put in descriptive fairy tale terms. So we come to take them from the law, which is a fraud, into grace. Grace is gratitude on a universal level, but it's also a noble character, right? So the noble character comes from mastering your noble self, becoming what you aspire to be at your highest peak, Phoenix rising.
Okay, so are you saying that we don't necessarily have to go to the books for this information? We can go
No,
within?
everything in them books is already in you.
True that.
The books is the training wheels to bend your mind so it can't go back to where it was before you read the book. So now you got to fill it up with something to connect it to the truth that you already know.
Mm-hmm.
They call that the purification of the ego, and it requires certain disciplines.
Facts, facts. I want to encourage the family to please share the live. We appreciate you all for being here. We just hit the hour mark. Just so you know, brother, that we still got a lot to go. You know, I got nothing but time. But at any time, you know, if you do, I'm not sure how much of your time is available. But you know, but we will be going probably for about 2, maybe 2.5 hours. The show usually goes about 2-3 hours. So at any given time, if you need a break,
don't be lying to us.
And do you have a Cash App? Right.
Yeah.
You got a Cash App, Rod?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah, I'm gonna type it in the comments so you can. I'm gonna type it in the comments so you can pin it.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah.
Can we buy some time? Right?
Can we buy some time?
I don't sell nothing and I don't charge for nothing.
Okay.
Appreciate that. But you know, I encourage everybody to please like. That doesn't cost you anything. Share, invite your friends, you know, because we're definitely going in. The brother is definitely going in with his knowledge. So if you are feeling in the give, it is Christmas, you were gonna buy something for, you know, for whatever kid or for whatever. So in the case that, you know, you are feeling generous, you know, the brother, you know, like he says, he does everything for free, but donations are always appreciated. We love y'all. We thank y'all for your time, for everything that you guys do. So if you are interested in, you know, helping the brother out, please be sure to hit him up on his Cash App to show him some love. We also have the the Cash App for the Empress herself, Salima Ellis. So make sure that if you like what the teacher is giving and providing, please show her some love. We also got Sister Denise Grant. You know, we got her Cash App going as well. You know, so if you like what she's doing, she's breaking it down. She's always ready for all the shows. You know, she's my right hand woman. You know, so I sometimes feel incomplete without her by my side. So you know, it's always a good thing to have her here. And if you do want to, you know, show some love for me, you know, hit me up on Cash App as well. Money sign detached. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. But moving forward, we are going to go into the sacred secretion, you know, and we appreciate everybody coming through. Salute to Taz, the chat, and the panel. Much love. Nature's music in the house. Peace and love. Glad to have you. To have you here. Greatly appreciate you. So you know, attend one Maxwell said Rod lit. He be moving around. I've seen him on different channels. Gratitude. It's a good look. Yasini University is definitely family. We appreciate y'all. So make sure that you check us out on all our platforms. Check us out on all our platforms. And actually, I'm going to we are back. Welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you. We appreciate y'all for sticking with us. Hope you like the presentation so far. We are going to get into the sacred secretion, and that's where we're gonna pick right back off. You want to continue reading, sis, or you want me to go ahead?
I can read.
Go ahead, Sister Salima. Can you read for us a little bit?
No problem. The sacred secretion. It finds this lowest form at the bottom of its journey in the sacrum, sacroplex, sacral plexus, or sacred place, or sacred place. This sacrum is composed of the bottom 5 vertebrae of the spine fused as one, and below is the coccyx. This secretion that has made its way down your spine and rested in the sacred place, Bethlehem, where the seed Christ is reborn, is the allegory story of Santa Claus and how he comes from the top of the chimney spine to bring gifts.
Facts, facts, facts. So when we're looking at this sacred secretion, it is in the at the bottom of the spine where it rests for 2.5 days. As it clearly says, that's your sacred place, the sacroplex. You got to take care of it a lot, because if you were to like break it or fall on it, that's how you become paralyzed. You have no more movement. That is a very, very sensitive and sacred place. You Anybody else want to add something?
Yeah, it's a pump at that gland.
Yeah.
Right there in the sacrum.
Facts.
And then on your medulla is also a pump. So they work in unison to raise the gold elixir, the sacred secretion, up the spine. And this is when I talked about the colostrum and the mother suckling the baby before she take him off the umbilical cord. The ones who get the chance to do that, the child get the colostrum in the brain, which is this sacred secretion. So those children grow up to have above average intelligence and above average intuition and above average social development.
So, right, it turns out that the mother can do a lot of things.
Yeah, see, the mother is the tree of life.
Okay, so Dr. Blair said that it's the mother that determines the sex of the child.
Right, because she can override the Y chromosome
Right.
with progesterone and estrogen override is what it is.
So wouldn't it be in the best interest of anything carbon colored or copper colored to get in line with these mothers?
Well, the goal is to raise the matriarchy because we ain't ain't nothing gonna get better until you put the women back where they belong.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Isn't it like a state of emergency? If the mother is,
We already passed that.
we are.
We in DEFCON 5.
Right.
It was state of emergency when we seen Columbus. We just didn't know it yet.
Damn.
It was state of emergency when Cortez pulled up, but we didn't know it yet. Mm-hmm. It was a state of emergency when American Vespucci pulled up, but we didn't know it yet. It was a state of emergency when they claimed we crashed our landmass into the good ship Plymouth. But Plymouth Rock landed on us. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth is the good ship Mayflower, for those who don't know. And the reason why the imposters are still on the land, because they had a long 500-year litigation. Right? And the litigation was tied to what's known as the Great Bible Contract.
Damn.
So all they got to do is keep you stuck in the Bible, you still under contract.
Really? And all we got to do is like just, you know, keep manifesting. Not necessarily wait, but just be around. Just stick around.
Right. When y'all women start clicking up in the sisterhood, y'all can claim every city back using our rights. So look, in our culture, we matriarchal. Every neighborhood got a collection of mothers. Each neighborhood pick a mother's spokesperson. And when every neighborhood is represented, y'all oust those artificial mayors. A mayor is a matriarch seat. That's why it's called the mayor seat. The female horse is a mare. Right? We use the animals as the symbols to show the position, and they undermine the matriarchy by putting the man there. Right? And so the women, once y'all, that's the automatic, what we call the de jure city council. When each neighborhood got a mother of the neighborhood that represent that neighborhood interests, y'all the aldermen. Then y'all go and y'all tell the mayor of the de facto corporation, we the mothers on the land have decided that we no longer need the service of any legal fictions to administer government. Once y'all put them on notice, they got 30 days to pack their shit and leave according to the law of the land. They operating under maritime and admiralty law as a legal fiction, imposing themselves as the government. Soon as y'all assert y'all original jurisdiction, they have to go and hand y'all the keys to the city.
Is there a reason that we haven't?
Because we don't remember our culture.
Because the women don't know that they set the law and that the patriarch is there to enforce it. Whatever law we set, he's going to enforce. I was saying that during that live with the Bible breakdown. We don't know our own power. We don't know that we set law. That patriarch, when he leaves the home, he trusts us to enforce discipline and not ass whoopings, real discipline and law into that child.
Yes.
Because not only is that child representing us, we represent that child.
So share this video.
The patriarch want the law fulfilled, but we as the matriarch are still not in our right place. We reading the wrong shit. We following the wrong people. This feminism bullshit. This whatever this is, the distractions that they got for us.
Feminism is the other side of the patriarchal oppression coin. It gives the women feminism so they won't raise a matriarchy.
So y'all already know how you look instead of how you think.
Right. Y'all already got the power. Y'all just haven't been using it in so long. It's like an old arm that ain't been used. That motherfucker shrivel up. So it's an atrophy muscle in the community for the women to assert their jurisdiction. The most feared thing that this society have right now is that our people remember that we didn't come on ships. We was already here operating under a matriarchal form of government.
Yes.
And once they realize that part, the women can say, hold up, wait a minute. If we under a matriarchy, that means the general consensus of women to change the government is the law of the land. So let me connect with my sisters and say, Big Mama, what you want to do?
And you can't find any or what?
They already doing it. That's just moving in slow motion because it's not in the immediate conscious of the collective psyche.
Okay, well, do y'all need help?
No, y'all need help. That's y'all job.
We need the help.
Your job is to form the sisterhood to reclaim the land. My job is to tell y'all exactly what the law is that's already applied, that's applicable.
Right. And you said all that's going on. So I'm saying, are you good? You need any more help or?
Do you need help?
No,
Right.
I want to apply.
Exactly.
Right, but the question ain't, do I need help? I'm the one telling y'all
Right.
how
You're
to
going to
get the
say,
power back.
yes, we need help.
Yeah, so I'm telling y'all the solution to the problem in real time.
Oh, shit.
That's right.
Yeah.
Every city, by consensus of mothers, you got to have neighborhoods, got to be represented in every household. And then they will elect among themselves the neighborhood representative to go to downtown of the local city.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Right.
And when y'all say by general consensus of the women of the community, we no longer have any need of you to administer government, you can fold your legal fiction for non-performance. I already proved the non-performance part.
Right.
I already proved they was over here under the color of law in a de facto capacity. That's not even for debate. The only thing now is when y'all ready to start taking y'all power back, all y'all got to do is start clicking the sisters up. The mothers in the community is the power wielders. Y'all the matriarchs. So when y'all take y'all little neighborhood back, every neighborhood y'all take back is one step closer to taking the city back. Go to all of the churches, get the church mothers to get the mothers in the church to join forces. Take y'all shit back.
Yeah.
They didn't have long enough to come over here. They did everything they could to destroy us. They didn't rob us. They didn't stole from us. They didn't rape us, our kids, our grandkids. They didn't rape our grandmamas and our great grandmamas. They didn't murder the chiefs, the princes. They didn't locked up the elders that's supposed to be putting this shit back in order, so we won't get put back in order. All so they did all the damage they can do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay.
The law of the land is when the mothers of the land, the matriarchs, start exercising their power. There's nobody to stop you.
Yeah.
Most definitely, most definitely. So, for the sake of moving forward, because we're gonna speak on the same thing over again. I'm gonna get out with the. Did you want to add something, Sister Yasini?
Oh no, I'm good. He answered my questions, all of
Okay. Cool. If nobody else, Alima or nobody else want to add something, I am gonna get to the next
them.
slide.
I'm taking the information and going, well, shit.
Yeah.
If all of this is true, then shit.
Most definitely. So the anointing, right? So the anointing travels down the spine to reach the sacred place, where it shall rest for two days, and on the third day it shall rise back up to heaven, known as the land of milk and honey, the electrical pineal gland and magnetic pituitary secretions. In this land of milk and honey, your 144 hertz of knowledge will be collected, anointed, and amplified by 1,000. You will be liquid dated, all right? Because remember, we're talking about commerce, all right? We're talking about commerce, and we are the currency, all right? We are the currency. So once we understand that, we have to understand that we must liquidate all this debt that we're under, right? So you will be liquidated of karmic death too, and will no longer have to return to this frequency realm where we are enslaved into.
I agree with everything except for being enslaved. We ain't enslaved. We volunteered to go through this bullshit.
True.
Because most of us at this time is the ancient warriors are old that came back to close out the age.
That's right.
By any means necessary. So we using right now, we brain bangling with the application of the art of war. right? In order for the prince to ascend the throne as the great pretender.
Facts. You wanted to add something, Sister Yasini, or I'll move on to the next one.
Oh no, you can go ahead.
All right, all right.
Right.
I want to hit that up, Taz.
Go ahead, sis. Go ahead, sis. Let us know.
You were about to read the second part.
The
144,000.
Yeah. You want to get on with that?
If you want to read it, you want me to read it? I can go ahead.
Because that's what I was gonna come in off of too.
Because that's gonna break down the 144,000 hertz and this whole story that we've heard about. Oh, only 144,000 are gonna be saved. It's a frequency. Exactly. It's a frequency, family. And if you ain't reaching the frequency, it might be 100% of the motherfuckers that don't get quote unquote saved. All right, but go ahead, sis. Let us know about the 144,000.
The 144,000. The book of Revelation is all about the 7 chakras. It mentions the number 7 55 times. 7 churches, 7 letters, 7 spirits, 7 lamps, 7 stars, 7 seals, 7 horns, 7 eyes, 7 angels, 7 trumpets, 7 heads, 7 crowns, 7 plagues, 7 bowls, 7 heels, 7 kings, 7 visions, etc. The number 144,000 in the book of Revelation is also in regards to the 7 chakras. When taken literally, it represents the exact number of souls that will ascend to God. In Kundalini Yoga, they teach that each of the 7 chakras is frequency of light energy that can easily get blocked by negative emotions, thoughts during the course of development. The symbol for the root chakra has 4 petals. Navel chakra has 6. Solar plex chakra has 10. Heart chakra has 12. And the throat chakra has 16, which equal 48. Now the third eye chakra is represented by the number 96, yet it only has 2 petals. This is because it is 2 times as powerful as the 5 lower chakras, which add up to 48. 2 times 48 equals 96. The crown chakra is said to be 1,000 times more powerful than the lower chakras, than the lower 6 chakras. So when you add up the lower 6 chakras, you get 4 plus 6 plus 10 plus 12 plus 16 plus 96 equal 144. When you times 144 times 1,000, 144,000. Hence, when you relieve yourself from karmic debt, self-judgment, you will emit the highest frequency of light and will no longer have to return to this realm of form.
Facts. Now I wanna before anybody else says anything, I want to make sure that we somebody addresses the fact that it says at the very end, when you relieve yourself from karmic debt, quote in parentheses, self-judgment. If you are self-judging yourself, that means that you're here willingly, and you're still here because of what you think of yourself and what it is, the judgment that you're placing upon yourself. But go ahead. Who wants to add value?
Okay, so there's a couple of things that I noticed. If you notice, there's a lot of 7s in there.
Facts.
Right? All of those 7s, everywhere you see a 7, you can insert the word master. And the master is a geometrist, a genealogist, a geologist of the sciences. So when you're looking at all those 7s, you also looking at the symbol for the crooked man walking. All 7s flip to L's. All L's flip to 7. So it's a zigzag flip. Now, the irony of it is in that description, there's probably as many L's in that description as it is 7s. But we just didn't notice it because we weren't paying attention. Mirror flipping. That's what that is. That's how we read the subconscious mind in order to draw out the misinformation from the accurate information by using those flip techniques of as above, so below, to use the Earth lens as a telescope, but also using the reverse lens as the microscope. When we're doing this, we're doing science, but we're telling it in written story format. It's also a Masonic code for 144,000, right? So when they say 144 thou seeing, that means one angel that was sent, right? So it's also a Masonic code. So it's a whole lot of more going on with all of this numerology than we are actually privy to knowing, because there's a lot of esoteric mysticism involved.
Facts. Facts. Anybody else wanted to add something to Yazini?
Yeah, they're currently using inner city sirens to hit those 5 lower chakras. Because first they came out with the video of Tamir Rice at the parks, remember? And then about 2017, 2018, it came out that they were using the sirens because all the cities have these sirens in them. You can hear them sometimes, but that loud noise is not the only pitch or frequency that they're on that they can emit. So they use that to herd people into certain places and into certain ideologies. Okay, so that's why they're talking about those are your 5 lowest chakras. So when you talk about sevens, what are the sins that they usually herd our people in when we're in these urban areas? You could usually schools, churches, the club. You know what I'm saying? You could count off 7. Easy. So we have to be aware that there is a mechanism in place right now because you're the soul of the city. And they have to move you a certain way so that they can stay in control. So they have to fuck with those chakras, and they use those sirens. I put it out on my page. If you go to Salima Ellis, there's a video of a young lady talking about how her grandfather hates the sound of the sirens. And we all do. It's for a reason. And see, and then they inverted that 7 patriarch, make it more phallic. Okay. So you have to be aware that these are the tricks that they use, and that this ain't just something that's in a Bible in a past story. This is the sigils actually telling you, look, this is what's going on back then and now. But it's the same game plan, but they just using different devices on us. They're using different mechanisms, forms of schisms on the mind, and they use it 7 different ways. The military, the police, the schools, like I said, the club. So these sirens are used to herd us in certain orders and to work. Work, believe it or not, is one of the lower chakras, because you can't see through that veil to know that it doesn't produce anything yet. But that was it basically. I think I was
Those are facts. Those are facts. Especially the part with the bells, how we ruled by them. You know, we Sis and I were speaking about that in word magic. So it was deep how we got into that subject. Now the reindeer. This is when we're gonna be.
Before you go, she mentioned something about the bells.
Uh-huh.
All right. Okay. So you remember Pavlovian response psychology?
Okay.
It was based on bells as a timer to trigger a response in the physiology.
Whoa, hold on. Repeat the name of that thing.
Pavlovian response. You can type it in. So Ivan Pavlov was a psychiatrist who did something called Pavlovian response therapy. He's responsible for the bells in the schools. The whistles at work became bells. Right? And in the penitentiary, they count you by the bell.
Right. Facts.
Right? So those are all Pavlovian response network systems. Right? Now the school is a Pavlovian response Skinner box. Skinner box was invented by B.F. Skinner, practicing psychiatrist who used his own daughter as a tool of experimentation in the Skinner box for social and psychological condition to make her into a certain character type. So the schools using those two sciences is begin to develop drones through the system by dumbing them down and making them respond to the bells or the lower chakras in this case, based on what the sister was explaining. So as long as you operate in your lower chakras, your upper three chakras not being used, right? Because your heart chakra is inconsequential until your crown chakra active. So it's just spinning, doing nothing. Where your other three lower chakras, your lower base nature is running amok within the anatomy of the individual. Mm-hmm. It's also understanding the science behind the layout of the planets in the solar system. By understanding the chakras, you as within, so without, as above, so below. Right? So if we don't respect the sun and the moon, then how are we going to appreciate the stars?
Fact. Did anybody else wanted to add something? My apologies.
I'm good. I'm taking notes.
All right. So we're going to get into the reindeer